हेलो दोस्तों। ये है क्वींस ऑफ फिनेंशियल। इसको मैं क्वींस क्यों बोला हूँ, किंग्स क्यों नहीं बोला। चेस यदि आप खेलते हो ना, किंग मेरे को सबसे पुअर दिखता है, इसलिए मुझे आई प्रेफर क्वीन। ओके, क्योंकि क्वीन इज समथिंग विच इज द मोस्ट स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट इन योर लाइक कंप्लीट चेस बोर्ड। ओके, so what I tried here, that I have gathered stocks, okay, which are financial stocks only financial stocks. And why financial stocks? If you consider, okay, that the India has to go ahead, okay, India has to grow, the GDP has to grow, okay. So no country GDP grows without growing the financials. Okay, the financials are the first. We just opposite also. If the world is going down, financials goes down heavily. Even in Corona period, the financial stocks were which were like which are the front liners, which burned their fingers. Okay, everywhere you can see the NPA has gone down, NPA has gone very up. Lot of losses happens into financial portfolios. Okay, but whenever the country grows up, this financial grow up, like if say GDP is growing say 6.5, then financial grows around 13 to 14% minimum combined. Okay, the 13-14% minimum growth you'll be seeing in the financials. But if you have the right financials, then that will be growing some 20% plus. Okay, so this stock portfolio, all these stocks I hold. Yes, the weightage is still is here and there, which is still I'm trying to like manage that. But otherwise, all these stocks are in my portfolio. Okay, so let me start with what I'm trying to talk here. So first I'm trying to, I have divided the lenders and non-lenders. Okay, lenders are typically the banks, the home loan housing finance companies who lends. Okay, so there the risk is very high, very high. Okay, what happens that if they lose 100%. If they gain into that particular loan, they get around 2 to 3%. Okay, that is what they gain. But it's example, like say some bank has given loan to, say for example SBI gave loan to Kingfisher, so 100% of the loan goes away. It's rare to see anything like they get. Yes, after long judgment and judicial and IBC, then they will be able to manage some of the money, but otherwise all the money goes into NPA. Okay, so that is very risky portfolios. But if you see the lenders like say HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, which is very high liability in the sense ki CASA and deposit. Okay, so they are the people who will be growing 20% plus. Okay, and 20% plus, and they have created like a monopoly, you can say. But you can see ki how many banks has become like very large, like HDFC, ICICI, Kotak. It's very rare, though we have like so many banks, 40 plus odd banks. Public sector banks almost a big no for me. I never trust these public sector banks, and most of them they will die. Most of them die their own fate. Okay, so among lenders, the very first bank is HDFC Bank. Okay, it's very costly. I mean the market cap is very highest, but still the kind of asset franchises they have, the kind of money they have to lend, only such kind of banks will be able to survive any kind of calamity I can say. Okay, so this bank will keep growing. Today it's a 120 billion, then someday you'll find it at 500 billion. This bank has the ability to become a 500 billion MCAP. Next is Kotak Bank. I prefer Kotak Bank much more than HDFC, so I'll give more weightage to Kotak than HDFC in my portfolio. Kotak, because they are very prudent people. They don't explore much into areas of where they can burn their fingers. So Kotak Bank is something which I prefer most among banking. Then ICICI Bank, again it's a giant, and its subsidiaries are another giants like ICICI Lombard, ICICI Prudential, ICICI Securities, ICICI Mutual Fund. ICICI Bank holds all some 50% plus in all these subsidiaries, and they are top class subsidiaries. Okay, HDFC Bank doesn't have any subsidiary apart from that HDFC Finance, and no, they don't have any subsidiary because all HDFC Limited holds in all subsidiaries like HDFC AMC. Even in HDFC Bank, HDFC holds 21%. Okay, so that's why I prefer ICICI Bank heavily than even HDFC Bank. But yes, you cannot undermine HDFC Bank. Then so three large cap banks to for all your like big type of like loans, and so they'll be able to excel heavily. Then comes RBL Bank. RBL Bank is one of the bank who has like got their ability into credit cards and small finance, MFI, which is called, okay, which is MSME loans and small SME loans, very small ticket loans. So a very strong management. I used to talk into another videos, but RBL Bank is one of the quality bank you must hold into among lenders. Then the IDFC Bank, again in the I can say that this is a very it's going to be a very large bank, large consumer company actually you can say. Okay, so IDFC Bank is one giant in making. So three large bank and two small banks. That is what I have selected for under lenders. Then comes HDFC Limited. If there is a real estate boom, which looks like, so I don't understand how to select a real estate stock. It is very difficult. That's why I always try to play this real estate game through HDFC Limited, because almost every flat has to be leveraged through HDFC. Okay, every flat will be having has to go via EMI, and HDFC is like leader. On top of that, as I told, HDFC hold 50% plus share into HDFC Life, HDFC Ergo, HDFC AMC, HDFC Bank itself. They hold 21%. So it's one of the like the largest franchise in India, I can say, one of the largest. Then comes Bajaj Finance. There is no doubt that this bank has the ability to fight with all your fintechs, fight for all your consumer loans, and they are going to be giant. Okay, they have got knack of it. Okay, so there is no doubt it's very costly bank, but they have kind of like monopolized this consumer driven market. Okay, next is your IDFC Bank. Then this is the list of my lenders. Okay, then comes non-lenders. So again, these are financials. They never give loan to anyone, and so they are only they will only grow only. They will only grow. The growth can be slow, the growth can be fast, but they will only grow. Okay, so they are much more secure than even you can say Hindustan Unilever and ITC kind of stuff. Okay, so HDFC Life is my first preference, and if India will grow very fast, then most of the financial like today, hardly 10% of the money goes into financials, hardly 10%. Okay, much less than 10%. Imagine if most of the money will start going to financial, then insurance will be with someone which will be getting most of the money. Then comes Bajaj Finserv. Bajaj Finserv hold Bajaj Finance, and they are top class insurance company, general insurance and life both. Okay, so I prefer there also. Then ICICI Prudential, valuation wise, reach wise, and agility wise, technology wise, ICICI Prudential is best, I can say. Okay, still it's like valued half to HDFC Life, though the profit is same, and they are good at protection business, so I prefer ICICI Prudential also there. Then ICICI Lombard, it's again I can say diamond of India in general insurance. This is going to be one of the biggest giant in India. Then the last is SBI Life Insurance. I have put last, though their business is like equivalent to ICICI Prudential, they got a very strong brand, and they're going much faster than HDFC Life and ICICI Prudential. So I prefer SBI Life Insurance. So why I say Kings of Financial, this covers your top 100 companies, India top 100 companies among financials. Okay, I have just filtered this portfolio. My guess is that I'm going to make 20% CAGR on this portfolio alone. Okay, so disclaimer, I'm not a SEBI advisor. I have my own bias because I have invested in all these stocks. All these stocks are in a portfolio. Okay, weightage may differ here and there, but I hold all these stocks, and I am going to hold this stock for decades to come. Okay, so thanks for watching. HDFC, last I forgot HDFC, I was thinking to add or not, but HDFC AMC is one again stock we must hold, because going forward this mutual fund industry will go very fast and HDFC AMC will lead. Okay, though there is a huge, when I was thinking of HDFC, I thought that these small players like even Marcellus is coming, Marcellus is like growing very fast, then even stock mutual fund guys are like growing very fast. So HDFC AMC has been pressurized, I can say. Okay, so but still I am sure that it will be able to give good return. Okay, and it has very longevity is there. Because of longevity, because of it doesn't guzzle any money, it doesn't ask money, it doesn't require any money actually to manage themselves. 800-900 crore profit, and it will just keep on going. It's a cash machine, you can say. Okay, so this is the portfolio where I'm expecting some 20% plus CAGR for years, decades and decades to come. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe and do comment if you want to listen something else. Thank you very much.